I'm taking a fresh angle on Junya Watanabe's New Balance TF100, turning it into a creator-led, commentary-driven take that feels like a new video idea, rather than a recap. Let's dive into what makes this shoe both huge and oddly subtle, and why it lands where fashion and tech vibe meet, in a way that sticks with viewers. Picture this. A sneaker so oversized it looks like it belongs to a sci-fi gym coach, yet the moment you notice the cutout in the sole and the restrained upper, it snaps into something unexpectedly wearable. Personally, I think that contrast is the core hook. You don't expect a wildly sculpted outsole to be absorbed into a look that can still slip under a tailored pair of pants. What makes this really interesting is how Watanabe pushes bold form without asking you to abandon coherence. It's not shouting. It's whispering through proportion. Let's unpack the core ideas, because there's more here than just weird shoe. First, the TF100's gigantic sole carve isn't just novelty. It reframes what a sneaker's footprint means in everyday wear. From my perspective, that hollowed center creates a surreal balance. The upper appears to hover, yet the midsole still anchors the silhouette. This is design leverage, using negative space to alter perception. A detail I find fascinating is how the cutout makes the shoe feel lighter and more agile in person, even though the silhouette reads hefty on a rack. It's a misdirection that pays off once you see it on foot. Second, the color and material choices matter as much as the cutout. The clean black and white palette and the mix of smooth leather with curved mesh emphasize refinement over flash. In my opinion, this restraint is what makes the look versatile. People often assume bold shapes need loud colors to work, but here the quiet tonal finish lets the silhouette carry the statement. If you take a step back and think about it, the design leverages simplicity to maximize its "I can wear this with almost anything" factor. That's a smarter risk than chasing attention with neon accents. Third, the collaboration feels earned, not gimmicky. Watanabe has a history of neutralizing techie sneakers before, but with the TF100 he doesn't just add a dramatic form, he integrates it into a broader wardrobe story. One thing that immediately stands out is the pairing with slim slacks. It makes the shoe look like a fashion-ready tool rather than a pure streetwear piece. From my perspective, the real skill here is timing. Presenting something extreme in a way that slides into real-world ensembles rather than shouting at the mirror. Now, what does this say about New Balance's design approach? What many people don't realize is that the TF100 isn't just a flamboyant one-off. It signals a larger trend. The marriage of bold silhouette with wearable practicality. A detail I find fascinating is how NB's engineering enables an oversized footprint to feel grounded, rather than cartoonish. The result is a shoe that dares to be different but still behaves, thanks to materials and construction that keep it wearable for daily life. This raises a deeper question. Are we moving toward a future where extreme shapes become part of standard wardrobes because brands balance them with context and cadence? From a broader perspective, the TF100 demonstrates how collaborations can recalibrate a brand's identity without sacrificing core DNA. It's not about a single flashy moment. It's about designing for a steady, repeatable presence in a consumer's closet. What this really suggests is that high-concept design can coexist with practical styling, if the execution respects the wearer's needs and the garment's cadence. In other words, you can have drama and discipline in one look. In sum, the TF100 is more than a curiosity. It's a case study in proportion, restraint, and strategic contrast. It challenges us to rethink what that bold sneaker can mean when it's anchored in a wardrobe logic that makes sense in real life. If you're assembling a rotation, this shoe invites you to lean into experimentation without surrendering everyday coherence. So, would you wear a sneaker this audacious with a formal-inspired fit? Or does the silhouette demand a more casual environment? I'm curious to see how you'd style it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you prefer the bold, sculptural look? Or does the subtle tonal approach win for you? Which other collaborations do you think balance drama and wearability as well as this one? How far do you think brands should push silhouette before it stops feeling wearable? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this take, hit like, subscribe for more creator-led breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next analysis where we break down another bold yet wearable moment in sneakers.